All right, for this activity, we're trying to achieve a little bit of joint distraction, which means creating a little bit of space within the joint. That way we can increase the production of synovial fluid, range of motion, and a little bit of soft tissue work. So what I need you to do, based off of which toe, we're gonna start with the big toe and then we'll go from there. So I want you to distract the joint. And what that means is you're gonna apply a slight tug to the distal end of the toe. So basically pulling the toe away and creating separation within the joint of the toe. Now, this is not a pull hard as you can type of thing. We just need to pull enough to where you feel a slight separation within the joint. Now, there's a few patterns that you can go through. We're gonna go through those. First one being ab and adduction, which means side to side. So first off, we're gonna pull a little bit, creating space within the joint, and then we're gonna go into abduction, adduction, side to side, side to side, side, side. Then let it rest a moment. Then we're going to go into extension and flexion. So pull, provide a little bit of space, go into extension and flexion, up and down, all while maintaining that slight pull and tug to create that space within the joint. Now, we've done side to side, up and down, which means ab and adduction, flexion, extension. Now we're going to apply a little bit of a rotation in addition to the tug as well. So pull, slight distance, slight separation in the toe. Then we're going to twist each direction. You won't get quite as much range of motion here, but we are going to apply just a slight rotation. Now, you can actually apply this technique to each one of the toes. So let's go ahead and move to the second toe. I'm going to apply a slight tug, extension and flexion, up and down. Then we can go ab and adduction, which is side to side. And then we can do our rotations, slight tug and twist. And I do want to note that the goal of this activity is just to provide a little bit of space within the joint while moving it in various directions. We're not going for a super strong stretch here. So you may not feel a whole lot of stretch or strain on the musculature, but there is a lot going on. One other thing I want to note is to keep this within a relatively pain-free range. So that means we need to be aware of that threshold between it might be a little bit uncomfortable or you might have a little discomfort, but if this does trigger sharp pain when you get to a certain range, then that triggering of sharp pain is probably your indication to not go quite that far when you are applying this technique.